Okay, we'll get going. Good morning. I have to speak up a little through the mask to reach the iPad back there. I hope you can hear me. I hope it's okay that I'm not going. I'll have to be loud and enunciate. So we'll start out in the Wuji Stance. And you don't have to stay on your squares.
Okay.
But anyway, so we've got some flexibility, especially not being so crowded. But we'll start on the Wuji Stance. I'll even get closer. So just take a minute and just feel your feet with the floor. This is a common grounding thing, like for people who are just maybe a little scattered at the moment or having some trouble. Just if you feel your feet on the floor, it'll reconnect you. It'll help you settle down. And in our Wuji Stance, we reconnect to the floor. Feel your whole foot engage. Let your knees go soft a little. Just unlock them if they're locked. Bring your attention to your lower back, this area here. Let it relax. Let your bottom relax. And the bottom of your spine, the sacrum and tailbone, let that just go down. Bring your attention to your shoulder blades. Let them relax downward. Your center, your sternum, your belly, let them go. Just go. Let your belly go. Your chin is level, or maybe tucked a little, opening up the spine, releasing tension on your neck. And then at the top of your head, that gently pushes up or pulls up, however you want to look at it. Observe your breathing, another common centering or grounding technique. Just by breathing, you can reset yourself. And we're going to begin with the Good Morning 5 exercise. So the very first one, you cross your arms, and then you open and breathe in, and breathe out. If you want, you can bend your knees just a wee bit as you bring your arms down, and you can go up a little, just to get your knees and hips moving. Breathing in, your chest comes forward. Breathing out, it sinks a little. Okay, well, we're going to flow into the next one, which is picking up the bucket of water. Same beginning. Down. Fingers under the bucket of water. Use your legs, use your hand. The bucket disappears. The water flows down. Again. So that we have this opening as we inhale. Exhale as you go down. Inhale as you lift up. Exhale as you go down, if possible. Couple more times. Excellent. And now we're going to hold the ball. And as you breathe in, you push the top hand down, palm to the floor, bottom hand up. And as you exhale, rotate in the direction of the lower hand. And then back to the front. And as you breathe in, the hands change positions. Breathe out. Rotate. And back. Try to not let the rotation go into your knees. To get you a little better stretch in the middle area and not be hard on your knees. You can take this chance to notice what happens to your muscles when you twist. What happens to the thigh muscles, the back muscles, the the glutes. Once more to each side, breathing in, out. Excellent, and relax. Now breathe in, lift your hands up. Breathe out, bend your knees, send a good thought into the world. And we'll just, same thing. One more time. And then lower your hands. And this time we're going to extend our arms. We'll sink, gather in, bring it into you. Fill yourself up. So draw something good, something healing, strengthening into you. And this last time we're going to embrace the world, embrace yourself. Feel your palm in front of your collarbone shoulder joint there, connection. Very good. All right, you can step it out a little. How's everyone doing? Okay? Good. So the next one, we're going to do that, the open channel Qigong set. So we start with our Wuji Stance. And I was starting a different one. This is the one that starts like this. Palms together, relax your shoulders. And then as you breathe in, the fingertips just lengthen your body. And out, you relax. This one opens all the channels that run from the bottom of your foot to the top of your head and to the tips of your fingers. And let your arms go down. And let's gather, center, and sink. And now we're going to step a little wider. This is the one that we're going like this. Yep. Just be real aware of your knee. There shouldn't hurt at all. If it does, make it narrower. Notice my knee isn't going out this way, it's going in the direction of the toes. So it's just a small move. It doesn't have to be a big move. I would keep a third of your weight on the side you're not going to. So it's not, what's important is just sort of that shifting. It's just a gentle stretch through here. So we bring our hands up. We'll shift to your left. And then you're going to just turn the torso a little and bring your right hand behind your kidney area. This hand's out from your heart. And then you gather. So you're gathering into your heart with your right hand and your kidney with your left. And then flow the other way. So you can see how it can be a flowing type thing. Bend your right knee a little as you shift a little to the right. No, you were right. And then to your left. And once more to each side. Very good. Come back. And let's gather, center, and sink. The next one's the nice stretch. The arms come up. And then we'll take your left side and it just lengthens. Just breathe, look forward. Your ear is pulling you toward the floor. And then rotate your head and lower your left hand. And then just come to the front. Arms up. The opposite side stretches. Keep looking forward. And look down. And stretch again. Hold it here. Face forward. And then down. Again, the other side. And we'll go once more to each side. Just let yourself relax into the stretch. And down. And relax into the stretch. And down. Excellent, you two. Gather, center, and sink. Okay, the next one is, you can bring it together a little more if you want. This is where you straighten your legs, and your back is straight. So you're making a 90-degree corner, if you can, with your body, looking at the floor. Feel your head stretch forward, your tailbone stretch back. And then round your back, bend your knees, hunker down. Let your arms go down and stand up. Again. And then hunker down. And let your arms go and come on up. So your back is straight, your legs are straight, and then you round and bend them. Reach toward your toes and come on up. And then back to the Wuji Stance. Gather. Center. Sink. The next one, if you want, you can step a little wider, and you're going to bend your knees and bring your hands in front of you. And then as you breathe in, you stand up a little and open, and then close. Like I said the other day, your arms are just like the covers of a book. All of the movement comes from the spine. Though your arms are rotating, palms down, palms up. A gentle rotation that happens goes from the shoulders out. A lot of these might not seem like they're working a lot of muscles, but you can feel what's going on. Your chest, your back, your arms. That little rotation brings a little stretch. And then back and lower them. Gather, center, and sink. Now we're going to cradle. You're going to turn this way, lift it up in front, turn this way and down. So notice, just watch, just if we face forward, this is pretty much what you're doing. Just this move. So I'm going to turn this way and do that move. I'm going to turn the other 45 and lower it. So just keep doing that. So you breathe in and breathe out. In, out. And then we'll stop when we lower it over here on the right side, and then lift and reverse the direction. This last time we're going to come up, come to the front, and gently lower, pressing down. And then gather. Bring it to your center. Sink. Nice. This is taking a little getting used to having real people. It's just, I mean, I've been alone in my living room and it's just different.
It's hard getting used to the mask.
Yes, the mask is another thing too, right? And it's just rules.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's just, because you were at home, you didn't have your mask.
Right, right. So these are the things that we're gonna have to get a little used to, and then with a little luck, and a little later down the line, we won't have to wear them.
That's what Matt said, it's soon coming.
Yes, that'll be great. Well, excellent. So the next one is we bring our hands up above our head, just like in the first one. You breathe in, but we're not gonna stretch this time. Just breathe in, and then you breathe out, and you're just gonna rotate your torso and lower your hands down to shoulder height, palm down. Then turn to the front as you breathe in and bring them up over your head. Turn the other direction and breathe out. And then up. So you notice you're getting that arm rotation again from the shoulders. These are really great exercises. A lot of these are designed to help the joints as you're finding out, as your arms get a little tired. And we'll come up and go down and gather, center, and sink. The next one, which is actually the last one except for the final clearing, is like picking up the bucket of water, but it's with the stone. So a little wider stance if you feel like it, and we start just crossing our arms. And then we go down, and keep your back straight, your head straight, pick the stone up. This time we just bring it up, upper chest, and place it down. So you feel your back round, and then your back arches. And then it rounds again, and slightly arches as you bring it up. Visualize lifting a stone, using your legs, using your arms, and then feel it go into place. Couple more. Try to imagine that weight of that stone and how your body responds. Remember not to turn, not to let your back go flat. Keep it angled up. Excellent. And let's gather, center, and sink. And then the last one, in the Wuji Stance, you breathe in. These are like clearing. Breathe in. Top of your head's lifting up. You're standing straight and tall, but your body relaxes. Take another breath. Imagine you can gather in energy. You can guide it through the top of your head. You can fill your whole body. Take one more breath. Bring your focus right here, right now. Excellent. Let's take a break. Let's grab a chair and have a seat.
Sounds good.
Okay. I'll get right here. So there's this way of sitting. It's called power sitting, courtesy of Paul Linden. I have the back of my legs to my chair. I'm going to push in on my hip joint. Now the hip joint isn't out here. The hip joint, here's my inguinal crease where if I lift my leg, my thigh and my body, you can find it. Well, if you lift your leg, you'll find where the joint is. So it's in a little on that crease. The back of my legs are to the chair. so I feel confident that it's behind me. As I push in and down, and I sit down. And where I arrive is this upright stance. So this is the Wuji Stance, seated. And it's just something to become aware of. You know, if you want to lean against the back of the chair, that's fine. If you want to slide back and feel your lower back, that's fine. However you're comfortable. Or if you want to, you can just simply, and after you've done this enough times, you can forego pressing. You just take your mind there and feel yourself, feel that go back. So if you decide to sit down like this at the airport or something when we're flying again, you don't look really weird like, what's that, Daddy, what's that guy doing over there? Don't look, don't make eye contact. So you can do it without the fingers. Excuse me. So here we are. So get yourself comfortable. What we're trying to avoid is just being slouched or slumped. But you can use the back of the chair to keep you, or you can just try to keep this upright. The nice thing about this stance, another thing some people do is put a rolled up towel behind them under the bottom, and that helps keep that keep this vertical alignment. From the side it looks like this. So you can see how I'm sitting straight. That also makes it easier to breathe, to get more air in the lungs, keeps you more alert, and it challenges your core muscles. But whatever's comfortable for you. There's no problem with sliding back and using the back of the chair. Okay, so now we're going to do some more Qigong. Here's one we do quite often. We're going to start out, you're going to inhale and your head is going to turn to the left. You're going to tuck your chin a little and your eyes are going to look behind you. Then lift your chin and come back to the front. Now we'll go the other way. Inhale, tuck, look behind you. Exhale, lift the chin, come back to the front. Now what we're going to do is we're going to let the head go back, looking up. Feel a little pull on your throat, a little compression on the disc, then look forward, bring your chin back to the level. Now we're going to lower the chin, but to keep your chest from collapsing, imagine the collarbones going upward. And bring the chin down. And then back up. Let's do those 4 again. So breathe in as you turn to the left. Tuck the chin, look behind. Lift the chin as you begin exhaling and come to the front. Go to the other side. Turn, tuck, look behind. Lift, back to the front. And now the top of the head arches backward. And then lower the chin, come to the front. The collarbones lift as the chin goes down. And then come back to the front. Bring your hands out about shoulder height. Elbows are a little heavy, so they're bent. You're going to make loose fists, so you just curl your fingers, and you're going to open and you're going to turn your head to the left. And then you're going to open your hands and you're going to bring them back together and you're going to bring your head back forward. And then you're going to make loose fists again and follow. Your head will go out the other way. Open the hands and squeeze back together. Once more to each side. Opening. And open the hands and close. One last time. And then rest your hands on your thighs. Now if you feel yourself slumping, see if you can just let your head come up just a little. Don't do anything that's going to make you too hurt or anything, but if you're able to, it's just a reminder. Bring your hands like this, like you're getting held up. You're going to look at your left hand, and you stretch both hands upward. And then you look at your right hand, make those loose fists and pull down. And this can be coordinated with the breathing if you like. You open your hands, you inhale, and the hands go up. You curl the fingers, look at your left hand again, and breathe out as they come down. Inhale, up. And it doesn't matter which arm you start with, which hand you follow. It's arbitrary. And relax. The next one, you bring your hands in front of you, one on the other. Doesn't matter which. We'll start with our left hand on top. And this is the one you'll follow. So you lift your hands above your head. They're going to separate and go out, and your head and eyes will follow your left hand down. And then they come around in front, and you put your right hand on top. And you breathe in, you open up and out. And then when they come back, you put your left on top. And like I said, it's just arbitrary which one you start with. It just helps me remember which one's next. And once again. And relax. Now the next one's easier if you aren't leaned up against the back of the chair. Because what you're going to do is you're going to put your hands on your lower back and you're going to bring them up. And you'll just turn your head a little one way or the other, just sort of like you're peeking over your shoulder to see anything. And you're going to lift your shoulders up. They're going to come up toward your ears, and as they do, your hands are going to come out in front of your face, and then you're going to turn forward and you're going to press down, and your head's going to bend forward as you do this. You're going to bring your hands to the back, to your lower back. You're going to turn your head just a little the other way. Then lift your shoulders up. And bring your hands up and then look forward and press down. Repeat once more on each side. Lifting up. And pressing down. And look to the other side. Up. It's a nice shrug, stretch. Feels good. And relax. The last of this set, you take one hand and you put it at your lower back, let the other hand hang down. You look down at the hanging hand, and as you breathe in, you lift it up. And when it gets above the head, you're looking up at it, you flex the wrist, palm to the ceiling. And then you bring it back down as you exhale. And trade places with the other hand and do the same thing. Feel that side stretch. And back down. Repeat once more on each side. Very good. And then rest. Just take a few moments and just sit there and breathe. So we can also do some of the, let's do the 5 elements while we're sitting here. Just the hands. We won't do any of the turning, though you can if you wanted to. So we'll let our hands come down. And the first element is wood, so we bring it up in front of us. And we go out. Springtime, tree coming into its own. Fire, summer, hands are from the sun. Fire is the element of the heart, it goes out. And then back. Earth comes in, the element of the stomach, spleen, and we reconnect through our feet. metal, we draw the metal, metal's the element of the lungs, we bring it into our lungs, a little lean, just an inch, and then we sit up and the arms go out. We've created metal and turned it into an imp tool. Water, hands come down like a wave landing on the beach, your thighs, they go out, spreading out over the sand, and then the wave flows back into the ocean, and we return to the beginning. Nice. Now let's try this, and let's try the little turn. Why not? We'll get a little stretch. So we do wood. That's always forward. It's this opening up, springtime, new year. And then we're going to bring our hands up. We're going to rotate just a little bit to the left. Fire. The hands go out. And then they come back. Turn the palms toward each other. And as you pull them in, turn your torso back to the front and down. Metal, we turn to the left again. Gather the metal, a little bitty bend, and then sit up as you extend your arms. Metal. And then you bring them down. They go out. And then as they come to your side, you turn to the front. And we return to the beginning. Let's do it again. The other side. Wood. Turn just a little to the right as you do fire. And then turn to the front as you do earth. Turn to the right as you do metal. And then water. Return to the beginning. Very good. So that can be done seated. Some of the other things that can be done seated are, let's just look at cloud hands. So have your hands right here. They go a little to your right, and then you're going to lift your left hand. And you see how this hand's just above the thighs. They change places. So it's easy, especially when you're learning how to do cloud hands, easy to get mixed up which hand. The top hand is the elbow leads the way. The bottom hand, the fingers. That helps. Good. So that's an easy one to do. Once you know it, to do seated. The opposite, in cloud hands, your hands are making this circle that goes across your lower body and then out across your upper. The opposite direction is this, and it's an alternating. So here the hands lead the way on top and the elbow leads the way on the bottom. So it's the opposite. This is much easier. And this can be turned into brush knee, or move brush knee. So you see how the lower hand brushes over the knee, the other hand pushes it. It's the same rotation of the arms, but it becomes the technique brush knee. And then you can just do this if you like, thinking about brush knee. Good. Another one is play the lute. So you're going to just touch your left heel down, extend your left arm out, and your right hand comes, so your right hand is by your left elbow. Notice they're on my center line. And then I can bring this back. I can swirl my arms around, touch my right heel down. Now my right arm's extended, straight out from my throat. My other one's out from my belly. And then I can just brush knee. And then bring your feet back. And the other, when you come one, play the lute, then it goes into, that's what I meant to say, we were doing play the lute, I got confused. And then we're doing, forget your legs, repulse the monkey, which is like swimming. So, if you're unable to stand or you just don't have the energy, you can do these to kind of get some movement, circulation. I keep talking to the camera, but I got these real people here. I'm just not used to it. Okay. So anyway, there's also a few of the other, the one other one is parting the wild horse's mane. A good way to look at this is hold a ball in front of you, and the top hand just goes down, the bottom hand goes up. Oh, one goes to the thigh, and then you can just change sides. So this is going up, up. So if you put your, put your right hand on top, and then just take your right hand and go right down to your thigh. So this just goes like this, okay? Now, your left hand just is going to go right up in front of you, so it's straight out from your throat, say. So you have this, and the right hand comes to your thigh, left up. And then you can turn your hands over, and then your left one comes down. And then turn your hands toward each other, and then like that. And then you turn your hands toward each other. And you can just kind of get a flow going. And you can turn a little more, turning from side to side. Up. So the lower hand comes up like you're offering something. And then you put the other hand there and offer. Offer. Yep. Offer. Yeah, there we go. So it's similar to cloud hands. It can become cloud hands if you want. Good. And relax. Let's just do a little stretch and then we'll get up. Bring your hands together, interlace the fingers, and stretch up. And let them go down. And then just wiggle. Just let it go. Just whatever. All right, let's get up. How's everyone doing?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay? Do you feel like going on anymore?
I'm fine with going on. How are you? Yep.
I'm fine. I was just dry.
Yeah.
I'm so used to drinking water the full time when we're on
Yeah.
Zoom
Uh-huh.
that
And I never know because I'm just looking at your kitchen ceiling or whatever. There's a couple of you I get ceiling shots. Well, okay. Well, good. So let's do the 5 elements. Okay? So the 5 elements stepping, we'll go through the stepping. We go to the left and then the right. So we do, well, we'll just, you know the movement. So we go wood. And then you balance on your right foot. You're in a cat stance. Your hands come up. You simply touch the heel down. You shift into the bow and arrow stance and fire. You open. And then your weight stays forward, and then you bring your hands together, turn the palms toward each other, and here's earth. So now you shift back into your right foot, bring the left under, and push down. Feel yourself reconnecting to the earth. And then you balance on your right foot again, cat stance. You gather in the metal, we bring it in, and there's just the tiniest of the tuck at the hip, and then you shift your weight and you straighten up, and so 3 things at once. And then you water, you shift back. you shift forward, you shift back, you're in the Wuji stance, and then you return to the beginning, which is closing it all in again. So it's got like, so we start out with wood, which is sort of opening. We'll do this the other way, so wood. So there's this opening up to the world. Springtime, and then you balance on your left foot, you extend your right heel, shift, fire. There's the heat. And then earth. You come back, balance, Wuji stance, reconnect to the earth. From the earth we pull metal, balance on the left foot, compress it, turn it into a tool. And then winter is water. Out, back, return to the beginning. We'll do it one more time, follow along. Take a breath. Begin. Wood. Fire. Earth. Metal. Water. Wuji stance, return to the beginning. Other side, wood. Fire. Earth. Metal. Water. Wuji stance. Return to the beginning. Any questions? Good job. All right.
That's good.
Okay, well, let's see how we can do on the Tai Chi form. All right? This is the corner form, but we'll do it facing. So we'll just go out at a 45. The first move will be this way, and then out and back, and then we go this way. So it's the same direction as you were traveling in the 5 elements. So we start in the Wuji stance. Take a breath, feel yourself just standing tall, but relax. Let your belly go, let your throat relax, your tongue. Take a deep breath. And the opening move. Balance on the right foot, hold the ball, touch the left heel, shift in parting the wild horse's mane. Shift forward and bring your rear foot up just a little, then balance on your rear foot, cat stance. Block in and down with your left hand, out and up with the right. White crane flashing in swings. Lower the right hand, lift the left. Lower the left hand, lift the right. Touch the heel, shift into the bow and arrow stance. Brush knee. Shift forward half a step. Reach out with your left hand, grab the neck of the lute. Balance on your right foot. Play the lute. Palms up. Right hand in, left foot back. Shift into your left foot. Release your right. Repulse the monkey. Again, palms up, left hand in, right foot back. Repulse the monkey. Return to the Wuji stance. Balance on your left foot, release your right. Your arms cross, and they extend in the direction of both hands. Both directions we were going. Lift your right thigh, straighten the leg, bend it, and touch it down. Now bring your right hand under. Touch your right heel down, shift, and parting the wild horse's mane. Shift forward until you can bring your left foot up. Balance on the left foot, release the right. Block down with the right hand, up with the left. White crane flashing its wings. Lower the left hand, lift the right. Lower the right hand, lift the left. Extend the leg, shift forward, brush the knee. Shift forward, bring your left foot up. Reach out with the right hand, grab the neck of the lute. Balance on the left foot, play the lute. Palms up. Left hand in, right foot back. Shift into the right foot, release the left, repulse the monkey. Open up. Right hand in, left foot back. Repulse the monkey. Return to the Wuji Stance. Balance on the right foot. Open. Lift the thigh. Straighten the leg. Bend it and touch it down. Your right hand does a crane's beat. Left hand comes in. Step sideways. Shift and single whip. And we can actually move now. So shift. Shift into your left foot. Cloud hands. Change your hands, shift into your right foot, step. Change your hands, shift into your left foot. Cat stance, change your hands, shift into your right foot. Last step. Shift into your left foot, balance in the cat stance. Golden rooster stands on one leg. Touch your toe down, left hand cranes me. Step sideways, shift. And then we wave hands like clouds 3 times. 1, follow step. Step. 2, follow step. Step. 3, balance on your right foot. You're going to lift your left thigh and hand, golden rooster. And then hold the ball. Step with your left foot at an angle. Ward off. We're grasping the bird's tail. Roll back. Press. And push. And then return to the Wuji Stance. Repeat on the right side. Ward off. Roll back. Press. Push. Back to the Wuji Stance. And we close. Nice job.
That was a new step. Movement.
Well, we've been, the whole last year, we've been cloud hands in one place.
Yeah, then we do it.
You haven't been. But I have been, but now we're,
I didn't know to move my.
I had enough room.
Oh.
yeah.
It's a dance step.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was just,
Sharks and jets, right?
That's right.
Okay, well, hey, we're at the end of the class. Good job. Thank you
You
for
did it.
coming.
yes.
Let's do our closing Qigong. So, we'll do 4 of each. You up for it?
Yep.
oh, yeah.
Okay, good. This
It's
has
not
been,
been bad. Finish it out.
finish it up, okay. So you bring your hands here. You're in Wuji Stance. You have your heels together, though. You breathe in. They just float up above the heart. Breathe out down to the lower belly. One more. And then continue with your arms here. And then lift the wrists, fingers together, open the hands. They float down. Inhale. It's a much more precise and slow movement. This will be the last one. And then the arms go all the way down, and now the bird's flying. The next one, the bird lands, you bend your knees. And be careful safe and comfortable. Last one. The next one, we go down like you're going to pick up the bucket of water, but you cross your arms, and as you open, big inhalation, balance on one foot, pause here, and then exhale. So at this point, you're going to hold your breath, hold the pose, and down. Just feel the calm of that brief second. And the last one, though you can't see, I'm smiling. And wonderful. And the last exercise, round your back, bring your backs of your hands together. And as you inhale, you shift to one foot and lightly touch the other toe. Exhale, come back. Inhale, shift to the other foot. Back. Once more on each side. We will have just done 24 breaths, and we did all those Qigong exercises. Very good. Come back to the Wuji Stance. Closing, clearing, open up, breathing in, stand tall, come to yourself. Again, opening up, tall and relaxed. One more time. This time just smooth it all out, seal in the goodness, shine out. And then balance on your left foot, put your right foot forward, left hand up, right fist. Thanks, Sharon. Thanks, Patty. Thanks to you watching. Have a great day.
Good to see you, Patty. Oh, so good to see you. That was a good class.
Oh, my.